Hi, I'm Lillian. I'm from MSBCoach, and I'm here today with Debbie and JoAnn, the facilitators of MSBCI. Now, Debbie and JoAnn, will you tell us a bit about how you became coaches?
So I feel like all throughout my life, I was gearing towards being a coach. I was learning skills and learning things about myself that eventually would lead me here. But it took me a little while to get there. When I graduated from college, I started work with a Fortune 50 company, and I loved working there. I had lots of roles there throughout the years, and I eventually landed in leadership. And the thing I loved most about being a leader was the coaching and developing others piece of it. I loved watching people achieve their goals and realize their potential and being able to support them in that. So that was the light bulb moment for me of, hey, I need to move more in that direction. And so I did within that company. I went into their learning and development department and started coaching leaders and executives and facilitating leadership workshops. And I loved it so much that now I've gone down that journey of working with corporations and small business owners and nonprofits, like everyone I can pretty much get my hands on, Lillian, to be honest, to coach and do leadership development with them. And that eventually has led me to MSBCoach, which I love working with them as well.
Yeah, and my journey's similar to Debbie's in that much of my career was spent with a Fortune 50 organization. And I kind of started the journey toward coaching when I decided I wanted to go into formal leadership. And when I was making that decision, I was looking for a mentor. And I was very fortunate to find a really good mentor. And one of the things that I noticed about this mentor, they seemed to ask me a lot of questions. And it was during that period of time I really do feel like that I grew the most. And I began to wonder, why is this leader, this mentor, so different from other leaders? Well, I found out is that this leader was a good coach. So I became interested in becoming a coach. And like Debbie, I also love the area of development, especially leadership development. So eventually I moved formally into a leadership and development role with the Fortune 50 company and was there for several years as an executive coach and worked with other people of like mind, and we created leadership classes. And so I got to work with a lot of different leaders. And what I loved most was the coaching aspect. And several years ago decided, you know what, I think I want to go to do this in other areas. And that's how I got connected with MSB. So I've been with MSB Coach now for well over 10 years, and coaching is something that I love doing. I do it all day long, and I never tire of it.
That's great to hear. Now, why did you start MSBCI?
When you're working with clients, you're coaching clients, and our expertise are primarily in the area of working with leaders at MSB. And we would often get asked, I wish I could coach my employees. I wish I was good at coaching. And so we decided, well, why not teach the skill and of coaching? And so we started MSBCI simply because people requested it and asked for it and say, I'd like to learn how to become a coach, or to be more, to have a coach approach, or to be that coach to my employees. So it was a response to the people that we were coaching.
And what can these participants expect to learn from MSBCI?
So what I love about this institute and all the sessions that we do, and we kind of reveal this when we get the leaders in the classroom for the first time. I call it the secrets of leadership, right? Like, leadership can be hard. So what are those secrets that can help you make it a little bit easier? And I really feel like coaching has so many components to it that helps make your life a little easier as a leader. And so at MSBCI, we're going to teach you how to be more of a leader coach, and how to create that environment and the skills that you need, and a coaching model that you can use. And what I love about that is I have leaders all the time saying, hey, how do I have more influence with other people? And here's the secret: coaching can help you have more influence with other people. So learn how to be a better coach. I have leaders come and they'll say, I know that for my organization is like, get the numbers, get the results. And we get that. That's really, really important. But the leaders say, I also want to take care of the people around me. So how do I do both of those things? How, instead of saying I either take care of the people or I get the results, how do I put an and in there? Coaching gets you the and. Coaching is how you get results and you take care of people. And I would say the other thing that I hear from leaders a lot is they'll say, when I have to, go to a meeting that's all day and I'm out of the office, or, sometimes I want a day off. And if I'm out of the office, work can't stop while I'm gone. And those leaders who don't coach will find that when they're gone, work stops because people don't feel like they can make decisions and they can move forward without talking to their boss. Or they come back and there's a line out their door, people who are waiting to ask them questions and talk to them because their team just doesn't feel empowered without them unless you coach. And when you coach, your team feels like they can keep working, they can make decisions, they can get things done even when you're not there to tell them what to do. So those are the things that I think are great about what you get out of coming to MSBCI.
So why should they choose MSBCI over the others?
There's lots of reasons. One is two great facilitators. One thing that we did when we decided to do virtual MSBCI, one of the things that Debbie and I quickly decided is that we would have two facilitators. And the reason for that, not just because we wanted two people, but Debbie and I bring different perspectives. We have different backgrounds. We have different approaches. And when you're doing an intensive class like this, having an additional facilitator is really to the benefit of those attending. So that's one reason, is that you're going, not only do you get very experienced facilitators, but you're going to get facilitators who bring different viewpoints and aspects and background and experience to it.
Yeah, and I have to say, with everything going on, we did step back and say, okay, can we do this virtually? And we were like, yeah, why couldn't we do this virtually? And how convenient for leaders that they can, come and dressed comfortably and just turn on their computer and spend some time developing themselves. So it's super easy to do in this virtual environment. You still get the benefit of not only learning, but getting to know a whole group of other leaders from other areas. Like we have leaders from all different industries that have come through MSBCI. And I think the other thing that I think sometimes is missed is that, yeah, you have the group sessions that we do where we work you through the material and you get opportunities to practice with each other. But the other thing that we do that I really love is that you get an opportunity to have a 1 hour one-on-one session with one of us. So it's very individual. We get to give you feedback personally on your coaching skills and talk to you personally about how you're doing and what you want moving forward. And I just don't know that you get that from every program that you might see that comes across your desk wanting you to sign up for it.
And if I could add to that, not only do they get the expertise of what Debbie and I do, we take a lot of pride in customizing the class for that particular group. You're going to be taught very specific skills and you're going to practice. There's some things that we definitely do in every class. But one of the things that I think we do a really good job of is getting to know the participants and where their areas of need is. And we're not afraid of flexing. We're not afraid of going a different route if we need to. So I tell people, yes, you're going to learn all these great skills and you're going to get to practice, but it is going to be much about you and what you need to become the coach that you want to become.
All right. Thank you so much, Debbie and JoAnn. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for telling us about MSBCI.
Thanks,
Have a good
Lynn.
Thanks.